Good morning, students. Welcome to the session on valuation of shares, chapter 4 of Financial Accounting 5, that is a subject of 5th semester BCom of Mangalore University. We have already solved 4 problems from this chapter. Today, I will be solving 2 more problems from this chapter. 5th problem and 6th problem. These 2 problems are also from Mangalore University question paper. First of all, first question is from Mangalore University question paper 2012. This is a 6 marks question. Question is like this. Following is the balance sheet of A Limited as on 31st March 2012. Liabilities, capital, shares of rupee 1 each 1 lakh. Means 1 lakh shares of 1 each. Profit and loss account 24,500, debentures 20,000, creditors 7,500, assets, fixed assets 60,000, investments again 60,000, and current assets rupees 32,000. Balance sheet total is 1,52,000. Fixed assets are worth only 71,000. So fixed assets is here 60,000, but its worth now is value is 71,000. This is the value you should take for calculation. Find the intrinsic value of a share. We have to find out the net value of the share as per the net asset method, means intrinsic value of a share. So we are following the net asset method. Intrinsic value is found out by following the net asset method. Net asset is assets minus market value of the assets minus liabilities. Outside liabilities, including debentures, creditors, preference share capital, all these things should be deducted from the assets. See the calculation. See these things. You first of all write down this problem before moving to the solution. You can stay on and write down this problem, otherwise you won't understand. When the screen comes, it's not like a classroom class, isn't it? A classroom session. It is a live, online session, so I cannot show you, you cannot read. Unless you write down the problem, you cannot understand. Okay? Then we will move to the problem. Solution. See, fixed calculation of value of the intrinsic value of the assets. First of all, fixed assets. We have fixed assets 60,000, but its market value is 71,000. We wrote that one. Current assets given in the problem is 32,000. Investments given in the problem is 60,000. Total of the 3 assets comes to 1,63,000. Clear, isn't it? Next, we should deduct the liabilities. First liability is creditors 7,500. So minus, then we will get 1,55,500. Then deduct debentures also. There is no preference share capital here. We have only debentures. Debentures should be deducted 20,000. Now the net assets available to shareholders. Here only one type of shareholders are there. 1,35,500. So this is the net asset available to the equity shareholder. Intrinsic value of the asset is this one. This should be divided by the number of shares given in the problem. So intrinsic value of the share is equal to net assets available to shareholders, that is 1,35,500 divided by number of shares given in the problem. See the balance sheet. It is given share of rupee 1 each 1 lakh, means 1 lakh shares are there. Number of shares, not the amount, number of shares. So 1 lakh. So then value, intrinsic value per share is 1.355. Okay. Hope you have understood this. This is the method, the intrinsic value method or net asset method. In the other problems we have solved in the last sessions, we have followed the yield method. But here we are following a different method. By this we have completed the 5th problem. Very simple problem. Now we will move to the 6th problem. This is a question paper problem from Mangalore University question paper 2018. 6 marks question again. See the problem is like this. Following is the balance sheet of Manohar Limited as on 31st March 2018. Liabilities are given. Share capital 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10, 2 lakh. So here shares, number of shares is 20,000. This is necessary for calculation. 20,000. Next 8% 5,000 preference shares of rupees 10 each 50,000. General reserve 1 lakh. Profit and loss account 1 lakh. Then creditors 1 lakh, provision for tax 1 lakh. So these creditors and provision for tax, they are liabilities. Then preference shareholders also we should deduct from the net assets. Fixed assets 1,50,000, stock 2 lakh, debtors 2 lakh, bank 1 lakh. Fixed assets were valued at rupees 2 lakh and there is a RBD at 10%. Compute the intrinsic value of shares. So here fixed assets value, it is given here 1,50,000, but it is valued at 2 lakh now, market value, or the valuation done is for 2 lakh. So that this amount should not be written, it should be, this amount should be written for calculation. Then RBD 10%, from debtors we should deduct 10%, means 2 lakh minus 20,000, you will get 1,80,000. Other things as it is, compute the intrinsic value of the share. See here, fixed assets as I told now 2 lakh, stock given in the balance sheet 2 lakh, debtors less RBD 2 lakh minus 20,000, 1,80,000. Next we have bank account balance 1 lakh. Total of these 2, 4, 5, 6 lakh, 5,80,000, 6,80,000 rupees is the total of the assets. From this we should deduct the liabilities. As I already told, there are two liabilities. One is creditors 1 lakh, other one is provision for taxation rupees 1 lakh. So 2 lakh rupees is the liabilities. So 6,80,000 minus 2 lakh, you will get net assets available to all shareholders, including preference shareholders. All shareholders is 4,80,000 rupees. From this amount we should deduct preference share capital. See here, less preference share capital 50,000. So 4,80,000 minus 50,000, net assets available to equity shareholders is 4,30,000. 4,30,000. This is the net assets available to equity shareholders, 4,30,000. Clear, isn't it? Hope you have understood it very much clearly. Now we will move for the calculation. Intrinsic value is equal to net assets available to equity shareholders, shareholders divided by number of shares. Means here it is shareholders means equity shareholders. Net assets available is 4,30,000. Number of equity shares is 20,000. That is given in the problem here. See, 20,000 equity shares. So that should be the amount. 4,30,000 divided by 20,000, you will get amount rupees 21.5 per share. This is the intrinsic value of the share for this problem. Hope you have understood. If you have any doubts, you can clarify it. Okay, you can use any media, social media, or other type of the WhatsApp, or you can put your comment on the comment box also. If you have any doubt, you can call directly. Okay, thank you.